My man. There he is. Hello, everybody. One of these days, I'll be the first one here. LOL. You're always like within the same minute, though. Hello, my handsome, not bald sensei. Interesting. How we doing, fellas? Hope all is well with you. We're getting by one day at a time. It's the only way you can. It's the way it's done. But every day, you make those incremental little adjustments too, with each passing day, it kind of, you know, spreads those things you're going through, the feelings out a little bit more, Slowly it will become, lighter on you eventually. But you only get there one day at a time. He's well prepared tonight. Ooh. I must not look the part. The part of what? The Tate Mister. Good evening, Kyle. Good evening, KP. Hope you're doing well, good sir. White version of Morpheus. I tried. It's been a long ass week, and I'm sick and tired of it. So thank baby Satan that it's over. Fake Tate. Is this Andrew Tate? Is this Andrew Tate? This is mAndrew Tate, but here's the thing. Beta Tate. Maybe, I didn't see, job application. Oh, I haven't checked my email. No. Respect, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. I haven't checked my email, I've been super busy. But, so don't read into that at all. Okay, here's the thing. This is not Beta Tate, okay? This is Sigma Tate. Look at all the power I'm putting. He's back, and his front, they're both here. Beta Tate. For the ollie? What does that mean? Do an ollie. Oh, it's trying to translate that. Kyle is definitely part of the Matrix, aren't we all, my friend? Virgin Tate? Interesting. Here's the thing. That name isn't the best. This is Alpha Tate. Wow. I'm so excited. I see red. Ooh. No need to blush. Hello, Kyle. I can see your package. Really? Whoops. Little man. Hi, Laurie. How have you been super busy, Mr. Busybody? That's me. Hi, Lalo. How's your Friday night? Tell me about it. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Sandman. What's below a bottom G? That's what you are. Great roast. Pre-Andrew Tate, that's funny. Mr. Tate, it's an honor to meet you. I'm a huge fan. Ooh. Good to see you. Good to see you. Mr. Ups, man. UPS man, I didn't get my Amazon package. What, G? Bye, G. That's funny. The big. Would you ever take the trip to Turkey? Yeah. First of all, I don't give a fuck. Okay? I got the Tate chin. I'm bald. I've got this this alien noggin. Okay? I don't give a shit. The shaved head is really like not only an aesthetic thing for me, but it feels amazing. So I can't go back. Karate Tate. I'm so proud of your growth. Hashtag black man winning. Exactly. Bro thinks he's Andrew Tate. Oh, Lord, no. Looks like one of them balls. Thank you, Vampy. Okay. Whoop. Wow. Being racist is an immediate ban. Bye. Is this the bottom G? Hello, Kevin. Do I look like I'm at the bottom? If I were bottoming out, you would know. Where's the dummy? Alien, someone's funny. Mr. Tate, can you beat me in a chess match? It would be an honor. Possibly. I'll like. Oh, okay, I removed that one. Yeah, Lord. Pawn to C3. I like that I don't vote. Because you just see me. And maybe I'm not as much of a joke to you. I like that too, respect. It's very respectful. Voldemort hairline. Well, that's true. I mean, I got kind of the opposite of the Voldemort nose. But let's do that here. Okay. Left-handed too. Okay, so give me a break. Oh, we can't. We can't. Show that. There we go. Voldemort. One. What colour's your Bugatti? Mine's hot pink. Can you enlighten us with your wisdom? Hell yeah. Ask me any question, Kevin. You think you might be attracted to me? You think? Dr. Weevil? All right. What? You look like Shy Gilgaeus Alexander? I'm about to go in the pool in my birthday clothes. Oh, I am so jealous. Oh man, that would really hit the spot right now. Okay, hold on. What was this? Dr. Weevil. Okay, we'll put him here. That's a vote. Okay. Shy. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this one with my right hand. You know what I mean, fellas? Okay. I'm just gonna get this. Oops. I wrote it forward, sorry. That's my baby boy. Hi, Nate. Cue ball, cue ball, cue ball. Jeff Bezos. What's your favorite beer, brother? You look gay. Thank you. No karate tonight? No. My body is worn out. Alexander is the other part of that. Okay. That's a name. Oops. Whatever. What's your question, Kevin? One. Okay. See that? Funny. Sup, Kyle? Sup, Jamie? How are you? How's your Friday night? Are you Andrew Tate? No, I'm mAndrew Taitn. Very similar, but different in almost every way. Guarantee I know who you look like more than anything. Tell me, Blue. My favorite beer, I don't really drink beer anymore because the carbonation and the alcohol, like, I can't burp. So beer does not, I just can't do it. You know what I mean? So it's just a physical impossibility. Sometimes I'll do like ciders, but I don't really have a favorite. 8 ball. What is SGA? I miss her. Neil Strauss, the author of the game that began the pickup artist movement. Google him, you'll freak out. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to Google him right now. Okay, be right back. Neil Strauss. Okay, yeah. I definitely see it. What up, Top G? What is up with you? Flex Luther. Oh, nice. That's a keeper. Okay. Here, I'm just going to go the other way. I miss you, baby. I'm sorry, Nate. I'm right here. Oh, am I rereading that? Oh, you did. Okay, I'm going to keep that one just between us. But that's very flattering. Thank you. Just one? You would F Andrew Tate up. I believe I would. And that is including all of my current and permanent injuries. Okay, Flex Luthor. That's good. Flex Luthor. Is that okay? I mean, why not? Why not? I've said it before. What? Whatever you do on the other side of that screen. That's up to you. How do we escape the Matrix, brother? Here's the thing. We've recently discovered that the people at the top of the Matrix are not doing some cool Illuminati, fucking alien technology bullshit. Okay, they're diddling kids and having pizza parties and shit like that. So you know, um, I don't know if it's possible to escape. I think if you could somehow go into a Dragon Ball Z hyperbolic time chamber, that'd be really nice. Just live out the rest of your days in 1 second. You know, maybe that's the way. But currently, I am in here with you. You must be Asian, Kyle. Why would you say that? Hard Dixon cider. That's my favorite. Whiskey's the best with soda. Or champagne with orange juice. Nice. Mimosa. You look like the Timu version of Ora Block. Look him up. Hello, bald man. Hi, Leo. Leo says Kyle. Thank you, Nate. I'm gonna, again, that's between us. I like those shorts. Thank you. Hi, Leo. How are you? Are you one of the Tate brothers? No, I am the direct opposite, sort of like an X-Men mutant version of Andrew Tate, but instead of, you know, taking women's passports or uh, doing rug pulls or anything, I just am genuinely a good guy. So I'm pretty much the opposite of Tate in every way. I do know karate. I can fight, and you know, I don't need to preach to a bunch of prepubescent boys about how alpha I am, because that's how alpha. Let's go, Notorious. Kyle, you are love. I am the monad, the universal love. I have been all of you. Oda Block. Okay. Why are you not playing RuneScape? Mwah. Thank you, Nate. Kyle is the real Grandmaster. I'm the master of karate and friendship for everyone. Spit on the marker, it might work better. You think so? Hmm. I don't. Blue isn't even my color necessarily. It's just the one I have the most of. Kyle, are you saying you could literally take Andrew Tate? I mean, I have a bad back and I have bone spurs in my wrists. Um, so it would damage me very heavily. But I think I would have, if given the opportunity, I would have to take one for the team, right? Like, you've seen him fight. He got beat by a fucking reality TV star. That's crazy. Well, it's not crazy because, I'm pretty confident he's stacked his fight record with people that don't know what the fuck they're doing because his technique's very sloppy. He throws he throws single punches, not very many combinations. It's very that's like beginner trying to look like an expert kind of shit. You know what I mean? As someone that's been in the martial arts for 25 years. You're adorable. No, you're adorable. I'm kidding. No, Kyle is the chosen one. Are you serious? I fucking knew it the whole time. Thank you, Jamie. Would you mud wrestle me? I don't know. It's, again, probably hard in the back. Maybe arm wrestle? Knowledge. It is mad. How much do you look like Tate? It's weird, huh? A small Tate. But still. I am physically smaller, but still. I'm just the right size where it matters. Tate from Timu, thank you. Cringe Demon Lord. Oh wow, what an alpha name to have. So scary. So scary, the Lord of Demons. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Tate from Timu. Okay. We've gotten another one actually since then, so right on, brother, you're right. Tiny Bear, you're alright with me. Am I wrong? Do you look like anyone more than Neil Strauss? Probably. Well, I don't want to say them because I don't want to inspire votes. It has to be authentic. So if you hang on the string for a while, we'll see if someone says it, and I'll tell you which one I think is the most accurate. Andrew Tater Tot, nice Chip Douglas, Mr. Clean looking ad. Well, that ad do be ad. You know what I mean? Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. I will clean your clock. Kyle, you run the Matrix. It's all you. Here's the thing. It's not that it's all me. It's that I am everyone. I am every single one of you. I've been you. Okay? It is me and it is you throughout time. Okay? I've been everyone. I've been your mother. I've been your father. I've been you. Okay? I was my neighbor for 15 minutes today. It was super fucking boring. So I came back and was myself again. Drukur. Like Tate, he is also looking for his chin. Here's the difference. Mine was tactically retreated, okay? I have trained an overbite so severe that you cannot catch me on the chin. Now, I do have this enormous target here, which is almost where all the hooks will land because it's, you throw towards the face and I mean, it has its own gravity, so it sort of draws the punches towards my brain away from my chin. Be careful, you can fall out of those shorts. I'm prepared. Okay, I know what I can fall in and out of and what I have to do to avoid that. Okay, so the show where I might fall out is a different level of show. Jamie, can I get a shout out for Lou Sasshole? Well, Lou Sasshole, happy birthday. Bro looks like the Tate brothers. Room. Bro is not Andrew. Thank Christ. I am not Andrew. You're an adorable, irresistible little man. Exactly. I'm too fascinating to put down. So don't you put me down. You better not put baby in the corner. I thought I drew on my fucking eyeball. Okay. It's fucking Friday. What number was there? I'm a little baked. Chip Douglas, karate doesn't teach you how to fight. That's how I know you don't know karate. Really? Here's the thing, though. Karate's not the only thing I've done. I've done Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. I've been a Dutch kickboxer for a long-ass time. Okay, I know the drills. And I know the numbers. Blue is my color like my eyes. Ooh, respect. Is that in your application? Kyle is the the grandmaster. No. See, I don't like that. Andrew up late. Man, you big brother Tate, you silly twig boy. I love these comments. Okay, Junior Rosales. Well, Junior, why don't I educate you real quick, okay? Jason. Yep. Bro, you're not winning a fight. You have no chin. Your head is so undersized. My head is enormous. No way you can take a good shot. I've taken many. Kicks to the head, hooks, overhands. I've taken fucking wheel kicks. Bro, you're not winning. Oh, you just did the same thing. Jamie says, I bet you have banged more chicks than Tate, too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He's probably got me beat on men, though. That face gets me every time. Mwah. Bro, your brother is behind you. He's gonna maul me. Oh, oh. Kyle, I can look you close in the face and tell you're gay. Can you? What else do you see in there? Do you see a little bit of yourself? How's Tristan? Well, I keep trying to make out with him. Actually, I'm gonna leave this open. I keep trying to make out with him, but he gets really shy about it. He doesn't want people to watch, but I definitely want people to watch. So it's this thing. We're brothers, but we have a little bit of difference of opinion. Looks like awesome wild. Oh, the block. Go play RuneScape. Scott says you look like a UPS driver. Does that mean I have big calves? Scrawny, sexy little legs. They're dancers' legs. They need to be thin and agile. Live. I prefer you playing RuneScape, Ora. When did you switch off of Kick? Sanjeev says, fuck. Holy crap, it's the fruity dude again. It is. God, I need to put my fucking chin on. What's wrong with being fruity? Huh? Lots of energy? Sweet? Delicious? Vibrant looking? Hey, brother, how's it going? Hey, Dr. Wang. It's good to see you. What's your fighting record? Well, I really gave it to your mother last night, so I don't know if that's really a win or a loss. It's hard to tell. So I'm waiting on the judges to review it. Kyle, you have a nice big cranium. Thank you. It's a huge noggin, huh? You look like the Mad King Kyle. You see through the shapeshifter's veil. I see you. What's up, Jam Clam? Hey, hey. What up, Block? Bro can beat Bigfoot. I wouldn't, though. I respect Bigfoot's right to exist without us fucking with him. Do you consider yourself a mixed martial artist or a karate expert? I consider myself. Ooh, that's for surprising people. I consider myself both. I mean, I know enough about karate, and I've studied so many styles that I mean, I don't know the exact names of every motherfucker in the line, but like beyond that, I'm an expert. Okay, I can tell you the difference between the styles because I've practiced them. I can show you differences between the kata. I've been on the calls where they give you the secret changes to the katas from the fucking grandmaster. Okay, I've been on those fucking calls. So, I mean, and I'm just I've done so much shit, you know what I mean? So, I consider myself a mixed martial artist. Um, but I don't consider any of my mixed martial arts techniques different from my karate. Karate means my empty hands. So for me, karate is inclusive of everything. It elbows. I mean, it's in the kata, but you don't normally see it practice. So, but you do get that in Muay Thai. So it's like, but it's the same thing. Everyone wants to call it a different thing, rebrand it so it's theirs, but it's two arms, two legs, one fucking nose, okay, and all these guys want to talk about how the shit smells different, but it doesn't, and they know it. Okay, so I'm part of the reason I got out of the larger karate world is because I do not give a fuck about the politics. It drives me bonkers. Okay, everyone's upset about no, that's bullshit. My shit. It's like my kung fu's better than your kung fu shit. It's still going on. It's crazy, and I fucking hate it. Um, Dance, karate, sports. It's all the same thing. It's physics. It's transfer of force. It's momentum. It's that's it. Gayer, Mr. Clean. What's I mean, He's clean shaven. Kyle's a dangerous little man that sings musicals. That's a very good description of me. MAndrew Taitn. People would pay good money for this. That's true. They keep telling me they would. If I just get the watch time. I need to. I'm setting up the other stuff. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know when we're ready. That looks kind of like a sperm. Nice physique. Thank you, human. Super flyweight. No. I don't know what I would be. Right now, I'm probably like, I'm doing something. So I'm like, probably like 148, 150 today. Thank you for your service. You're welcome. I'm bricked. Okay. Nice. Stack 'em high. What are you, like a $110? I would pay for sure. Oh, I know respect. I appreciate it. What does this say? Hello, Seth. Hot AF. It translated that to hot off. Savage Institute TV says the gayest UPS driver in history. History? I feel like there are far more flamboyant delivery drivers than me. Okay. I'm just the one that gives it up for free. What the fuck? Hello. Number one gay streamer. The one. Really? I got low numbers for the number one. Andrew Taint. mAndrew Taint. I'm that much more of a man. Kyle, you're so damn funny. I can't take it. Pause. You pause. You pause and like say and save even more material for when I have to, eventually. Oh, just hit myself in the fucking hip bone. Okay. 90. 90. Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate knockoff. I gotta pull the board up again. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Random generic name says Bitcoin gambling, Bitcoin scam. I fucking lost it all. It's all over, bro. That's a nice little poem. Give me another one. Oh, I can't show that. I like your name, though. My cock a flopping. Kyle, I have a request. Are you willing to? I can't do that, Leo. I got to remove that comment, but it's not because I care. It's because YouTube cares. I'm gonna head out to the barn for some hay bale therapy. Hell yeah, dude. Exert thyself, brother. I appreciate you, Scott. What up, playa? Andrew Tate. Andrea Kate. Can you do a Tate accent? It's hard to maintain, Jamie. You got to hit a lot of O's. And you got to do a glottal stop on the T's. Glottal stop. Bugatti. Stop it back in the throat, Notoriously, like, gay men. So he makes up a name to not feel weird. What are you talking about? I'm weird and I'm very comfortable with it, trust me. I would get a lot weirder if YouTube would let me. All right? So you don't know me. You can't judge me. Happy to be here. Hello. Hello, Duzada. You're not USADA gonna test me for performance enhancing substances, are you? You're a good sport. You can take the banter. Oh, Jamie. The things I've seen, the horrors, okay? See, the thing I've learned about the horrors persist. Okay, and so must we, because they will never end, okay? It is an endurance battle. There is no winning. You merely have to play the game for as long as you can. Hola, soy. Oh my God, hello, Kyle. Hello. Hello. Kyle, the back of your head is humongous. I know, right? I'd like to scan your anus for a delivery. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Kyle, so you're a UPS driver? No, I just look like one. If you're free, then I already pulled over and picked all of you up. Out of stock. Okay, I shouldn't show this one, but I'm going to. Okay. I don't know how explicit I can be. If I suck D one time, that don't make me gay. But if I cut hair once, am I a barber? Best gay meme. Kyle, you're an entertaining little fella. So little. Seth, you ask me this every stream. I can't show that. But actually, okay, I gotta remove that one too. But I like it. Again, it depends. I think today, like if we're talking about just right now, the second one. Do people still use gay as an insult in 2026? I mean, really? Yes, William. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Yeah, unfortunately. It's, I don't know if it's just like an immaturity thing. So it's like, I don't know. What have you learned about the Whoers again? Oh, they teach me the same lesson every time. I greeted you with such enthusiasm because I was the one who gave you a ton of advice. Oh, who gave a ton of advice too on the last live? Ah, the weight loss journey. Yes, it's good to see you. You feeling motivated this weekend? It's important to remember too. Like that enthusiasm to like hit shit hard and do it. That's great, but remember to give yourself some grace. You know what I mean? Like it's Friday night. If you went a tiny bit over one day, you know what I mean? If you take one extra rest day once every 8 weeks, allow yourself that. You're human. Telling someone they're gay is as lame as saying your mama. Neither hold nothing. Notorious says $20 is $20, but I mean honestly, with how quickly the U.S. dollar is being devalued, I don't know that that's the case. I think maybe in the time that you go from handing the dollar over, that might be different. I thought that was a cigar. Cigars are a bit much for me, especially to do like constantly. Being gay is a compliment. I take it as one. I take it as I present myself very nicely. It's only gay if the lights are on. That's not true. Dude said if I asked his D at a casino, he'd give me $20. I then won $100 off 20. Well, Mr. Grail, that sounds like an entrepreneurial pursuit that worked out for you. I'm sorry, I'll stop asking. It's okay, Seth. I'm not mad. Hola, so I am not feeling motivated this weekend, but I'm giving myself grace. I said it and I hadn't even read that shit. My thoughts to your thoughts. I ran around my room, which was fun. Hey, and that's what it's about, man. You gotta have fun. There's so much crazy ass shit going on. You have to get silly with it. Sometimes you gotta wear the red shorts and it's only gay if tips touch. Again, not necessarily true. I think you're worrying too much. Just blur the lines, brother. Hunter S. Thompson, how's it going? Good. Brother Bear. How are you, my friend? Okay. It's going to be, okay, we're going to try and go small, but it's hard when I'm going lefty. Okay. Hunter S. Up, up. Uh-oh. We're losing it. Oh. Okay, we made it. Holy shit. All right. Hunter S. Thompson. It's good to see you. Yeah, I went with a more of a gold amber tone tonight. Figured I'd switch it up. Let's see. Good night, Kyle. Good night, Jamie. Mwah. Moon cricket. What does that mean? Felt like a hamster in a wheel. Hey, welcome to a lot of adulthood too. I need help, bro. The last live I watched, this girl was twerking. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Was it overwhelming? You know, sometimes when you're flashed with something so extreme, it can leave you in shock, and the adrenaline hasn't worn off, I'm sure. Professor X. Hello, JJ. Professor X. Mutant Man. Is that because I have skinny legs? Maybe it's time for a little dance break. I'm feeling it. Sometimes you just the YouTube music library hits. Hold on, babe. Hold on. Why do I get annoyed by wristwatches that flop around? I mean, this was not for me. This was my grandfather's. I don't really wear watches, but it works for the Tate bait. Always good watching some WWE. Ooh, nice. The one says, "Cuck Rainbow." I like your style and attitude. Thank you, Stephen. I like yours. Cooking some pineapple chicken in the oven. Ooh, nice. Chicken seasoning with onion, cilantro. Oh, the music stuff. Come on. Pineapple juice. Oh, here we go. Ooh, bring a beet back. Pineapple slices. Nice. Pineapple chicken sounds awesome. It does. I'm not a huge pineapple person, but you know, when it's affecting the meat. I mean, that kind of acid does something nice to the chicken. Sure. The one live that pops up on my feed is just this woman that'll pretend to do yoga, but she's so obviously baiting and such, trying to get weird. Dude, there's this one live where it's like this woman with, forgive me, plug your ears, but just fucking an enormous situation here. You know what I mean? And she just goes like this, like and subscribe, like, and it's like, you know, it's like bam, bam, and then there's this other dude who's like really way too close, and he's like that, and that's it. That's the whole thing. So, or he'll like flip a water bottle onto a table. It's this is awful. No. Yep. Yeah. Literally, Pola. I skip every time, and she still pops up. She's trying to get that bag. Bro, that's 2 on Hunter S. Thompson. Damn, that's true. That's true. Two. I like it. I wish I could get two of everything he had. You feel me? It's Friday night. Will David says Andrew Tate, more like Manchu Taint. Am I right? Oh, that's a good one. Tattoo Crew is their name. I need help and don't search them up. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Brianna. If I could have shielded you from that, I would have. OMG, yeah, they keep coming on my feed too. Whoa. Don't like that, the one. You better watch yourself. You've been good before, so I'll give you a warning, which is rare. I stopped watching WWE after the Attitude Era ended. I don't even know what that means. Mad Liver King Kyle. That's good, Aaron. I like that shit. I like that. Need help. I'm not interested in that stuff. Well, you got. I think what you got to do is there's the thing where you can hit the three dots, and then you can say "Don't recommend this channel," and it'll put it on a blocked list, so it won't come up. I think if you also dislike it first, it'll like maybe eventually you can train the algorithm that like you don't want the slop. It's hard though because they love pushing the slop. It's so funny. Dr. Wang says, "You're not wearing your shorts right. They're supposed to come up just below your nipples." So fucking true. You know. Dr. Wang knows ball. Gary G69 says, "Oh, hell nah. The more you resist it, the more I will draw you in. Two big juicers." Brianna Bishop, Jesus loves you, and we are not supposed to be watching that stuff. Well, and YouTube's not supposed to be allowing it, but sometimes they do. The one wants a shot at the title, Sensei. I can put him down. Oh, I'm certain that's like bringing a desert eagle to a spider in the house. Not that I kill spiders. Hoes always promoting their stuff on lives. I have to remove the comment for the sake of the text, but I don't have one at the time of this recording. Also, news on that weight loss situation. It's been maybe 2 weeks of consistency. My parents already commented, so it's going well, apparently. Nice. That and other people will start to see it because you look at yourself constantly. So, you know, your sense of yourself is kind of going to be shifting, right? Especially people that haven't seen you, like, you know, if you did like the summer vacation, like 3 months is a good amount of time where people be like, oh, dance, muffin, dance. Thank you. I'll try that right now. Yeah, train the algorithm away. Why would anyone do that to this channel? No, no, not this one. I think she's talking about the very traumatic one from, you know, somewhere up above. I just did it. Thank you. Nice. Take your power back. Only way to wear shorts. I've pressed do not recommend and dislike on your channel so many times, but you still pop up like morning wood. Look, that technically, morning wood is the natural state. It is when you're awake that the switch to turn it off flips. That's all it is. It's just all natural. Kyle versus Master Shifu. Who's winning? Uh, Sifu Wasif Ali? I put money on me. I'm on summer vacation and about to start a new school, so I'm surely trying to start on a good note. Nice. That's awesome. I mean, it kind of sucks having to start from scratch, you know, but I see it as like an opportunity. I just switch schools a lot, I'm gonna turn the music down so I can not shout. No, no, no. Keep playing. I moved many times growing up, so you know, starting over a new school, I did it many times. I don't really change. I can't really like. I'm very bad at filtering myself. So the fact that I can do it at all for this live is like a testament to my discipline. So, but remember, it's like when you're in it, when you're in school, everything feels important, right? Social status with friends, people perceiving you as, it's like it's just everything's elevated. And I'm not saying like you're overreacting. I'm saying like all of your feelings are just heightened, but it takes time away from it to realize that none of that shit matters. You know what I mean? Like that's where part of confidence I think comes from, is realizing that it doesn't really matter that much at all. You know, um, there were many people that didn't like me. I didn't think twice about them, and guess what? I've never heard from them again. Doesn't matter. Some of them were successful, some are not. It's totally random. You know, I can't even remember 99% of the people I went to school with. So don't worry about it. You just keep your eyes on you in the mirror. Aaron says 100. Steven, how's life? What's going on with your left wrist? Everything's flipped. So this is my right. That's why I write everything backwards, so that when it gets flipped, it's forward for you guys. I think it's horseshit when people just write a bunch of stuff and it's like, I have to read backwards now? So now I read backwards. So I'm giving you a reprieve. This is an oasis of a sort. So we pretend to be a bad guy now? Donald Duck. Okay, I was going to say, when did I ever say I was a good guy? But I technically did earlier. So uh, I am, I am the epitome of duality. Okay, hyper masculine, in touch with my feminine. Okay, I am bald and hairy. It's your left wrist, buddy. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's not. Oh, do you mean this? Oh, that's a watch that doesn't fit me. My grandfather, I weigh like maybe 150. My grandfather weighed a lot more. So, and I don't have it. I don't have nice watches, but it's like it's for the it's for the bait. I gotta bait the trolls with the shiny things. I'd hope you know your left and rights. I know adults that can't even figure out their left and rights with their hands. Well, I don't understand how many technically adults can't even fucking read. Like seriously, they're getting through school and they literally can't read. And it's like, what if, you know, they're just less and less and less prepared. And I'm worried. Dualism at its best combined, exactly. I am, what is it? A Vegito, or the fusion of Goku and Vegeta. I'm both a natural talent, a goofball, easygoing, and a real fucking tryhard, and takes things way too seriously, and sometimes needs an attitude adjustment. Muffin, I'd like to stuff you like a Twinkie or fill you like a jelly donut. It's so beyond bursting, is what you're saying. Because, I mean, it's any time, it's just a fucking bomb. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's overwhelming. You know what I mean? The wrap is on your left. The watch is on my left. See, look, I have no incentive to lie to you except about, who I am, based on the clothes. All right? This is my dominant hand. I'll prove it to you, okay? Here's the thing. So, we know I'm a martial arts guy. I've been hitting stuff for a long time. So, the hand with the larger knuckles will tell you which one is my power hand, which is usually the rear, which is usually the dominant hand, okay? Here's my left. Here's my right, okay? These shits are a lot bigger, okay? And this one's like broken here. I don't know if you can see. But very different profiles. You know what I mean? Okay, here, now I'm holding them equally. I don't know if you can tell. I'm right. This is my right hand. No lies in here, guys. Not allowed. Respect importance says I take a while, but trust the process and just know the cream will appear. Of course. If you stay the course, ride the wave, okay? Just follow the natural ebb and flow, and then eventually, you know, nature, the cyclical sort of inhale, exhale, everything sort of makes its way. It's all about the repetition of the cycles. I have to hide this comment because of the word choice, but don't worry about it. First names. Young generation is actually stupid. I was buying shoes that needed to be ordered. The kid working there couldn't spell the name of the town I live in. Keep in mind the store is in that same town. Christ. Well, they probably never had to enter it, right? You have your location automatically. You can just. Aaron says calling Trump. It's hot. I'm gonna fuck it. Calling Trump a POS isn't political. It's just a sign of morality. I mean, it's a pretty easy and clear sign of morality. It's kind of like asking like, do you approve of kicking puppies? It's sort of a yes or no question. Yeah, I agree. I just know some people might not, and then we all get our faces eaten off. The leopards will come for us all. So that is why I'm creating the build of the leopards that I can scale into the trees, maybe become one of them. Who cares what Trump swallowers say? Well, some of them have too much power or money. Did you listen to McPee Pants I Want Candy? Yes, I did. I absolutely did. Thank you for the recommendation. I don't remember that from the show. That's it's interesting. It's not like the greatest, but um, It's crazy that I'm still discovering stuff about that show to this day. And I know I've seen all of it. Like I don't remember all of it, but it's incredible. Donald Duck says, "What cream are you talking about, my guy?" Well, if you don't know, you probably don't want to. Trim my chest today, says Steven. Wish you were here. Yeah. Are you down to less than me? So it's like, do you just thin out the like so it's like an even spread, or do you like go pretty close? Shave your chest, damn. No, Junior. I can't. Do you know who Benny the Jet Urquidez, I might have said that wrong, is? Yes. If so, thoughts? Who's your favorite old school martial artist? He's pretty dope. Um, and I want to say it's Quang that right, or is it pure technique that trained with someone underneath him or something like that? I can't. There's so many accolades between you guys. It's like it's hard to remember exactly. Andrew Goonate. Exactly. The one you can actually goon to. That you can actually, get your shit done. Because you look at Andrew Tate and it's there. How could you? How could a woman? How? How could? How could the men that he's with? Oh, did I draw myself? I don't know. Okay. This is the wrist that's all fucked. Okay, whatever. Oops, wrong way. God damn it. Two is putting my brain backwards all the time is difficult. Why is he stripping? It's very warm, and people seem to like it. Grown man doing all of this. You ain't gay though, right? You ain't think that calling someone gay is like some sort of insult or like, are you afraid? Are you afraid that you might want to kiss me? Is that what it is? That's pretty common actually around here. Sacrificial Feather says, "Why aren't you stripping fried chicken yesterday? Has anyone surpassed Bruce Lee's legacy yet?" Yeah, I think so. Bruce Lee's great. He did a lot for martial arts and everything, but people, if Bruce had access to the kind of cross training and knowledge, particularly just the internet that we have today, he would have evolved again. But he just didn't get the opportunity. So he was on the beginning of it, but yeah, many people have, I think, surpassed uh, Bruce Lee. Tommy Pickles as a grown Sigma. Ryan Tar. That is hilarious. That's going on the board. As I said last time, happy Pride Month to Kyle and nobody else. That's right. It's just for me. All of the pride is mine. And boy, am I proud. Okay. Tommy. I'm going to write it like Tommy Pickles, too. Oop. Oops. Okay. That's a bit too far. I'm going to change this music up, too. It's fucking Friday. Tommy Pickles. Again, I'm writing backwards, so. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break. You understand? And happy Juneteenth to me. Happy Juneteenth. I wish they fucking recognized it everywhere. I did not have the day off. Your head is the shape of a guitar pick. What? It's so that I can continue beaming constantly to the mothership. It's a lot of hardware. Being a psychic is very difficult. Okay, it's like there's a lot of just brain shit going on. Kyle, to me, you're a Baywatch lifeguard model. Thank you, and I'd save you. Kyle, you sure know how to get me, Randy Marsh, with the ectoplasm. As a light-skinned black man, I'm not. I cannot say that I am. I am very, very, very white. They've changed it now. You used to get into national parks free on Juneteenth, but someone changed it. So you can't. You can get in on his birthday, of course. Well, I didn't get an invite to the UFC match, so kind of, I'm not like upset, but I'm not like, you know, I don't like totally understand. Oh my God, I used to watch South Park with my mom. My mom, my mom couldn't handle Reno 911, couldn't handle The Simpsons, couldn't handle a lot of things. Let's flip a coin. Kyle, I'm in love. Mm. South Park Kanye. Carlos Mencia episodes comedy. It is. My parents were the ones who told me to start watching American Horror Story. Wow. How often do you watch UFC? Not at all anymore. I mean, I don't know. It's like part of it is honestly the less that I'm able to participate in heavy striking, which is now, and probably forever. Um, it's like it's hard to watch a ton of it. It's like part of it's like I miss a lot of it too much. Like grappling. I fucking love grappling. Are you kidding? With these fucking meat hooks? You don't think I love to get grippy? All right, but it's just not worth twisting my spine. So I just have tried to open up to all of my interests instead of putting all of my time and like watch time too into all of the fights. So I'll watch like really standout stuff, or I'll watch stuff for like interesting technical tips. But I'm sort of like I've seen so much too. It's like I've watched I don't even know how many thousands of hours of stuff that I've watched. So at a certain point in my brain, it starts to become soup. But that's with everything. So Connor's going to be counting ceiling lights. Connor's fighting Max Holloway. That dude, I think Max has it. I think Connor's washed up. He did all those PEDs, and I don't think it's going to help him at all. Max is too tough. He's been fighting in the meantime. He's smarter. He's less reckless. And at Connor's advanced age and injury place, because the injuries are the thing that most people don't talk about, but that shit stacks up. So I don't know that Connor takes it seriously enough to give him the edge that I think he needs. Could you take McGregor? No. No, he's too juiced to the gills. He's way more skilled, of course. I mean, if I got a surprise shot on him, maybe. Connor's fighting Max Holloway. Connor's going to be counting. Oh, I already read that. This is more. I don't know. I don't rightly know, but my family waited months for the Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano fight just for it to last 17 seconds. Well, yeah. And I expected it to go the other way in 17 seconds, to be honest with you. Um, so, very interesting. If I win, I trim your chest. If I lose, you can watch. But what'll that you listen for your best interest and safety? Probably, I think you can't do that because there's going to be a lot of very angry people who will be very upset with that. KP, he hasn't fought in years. No, it's Rousey, not Rosie. Uh, Connor fought Max when Max was 19. Max is well seasoned now and is going to piece Connor up. Yeah, and he's going to make him look stupid too. He's going to do one of those like, "Come on, man! Like, where have you been?" Pop. Do you know, Kyle? Do you know who AJ McKee is? No, I don't. Let me get this straight. You could beat Andrew Tate, but not Conor McGregor. Yes, I think that's a fair assessment. Give Connor a few years and give me a few years to rest. He'd probably still beat me, but I'd do some damage. That's a thing. To a small degree, which is kind of a little bit why I'm in the situation I'm in now. I kind of fight like Moon Knight, where I will take a hit to exploit the opening, or just as a show of dominance. It was a thing I did. You know, I was a teacher, so like I had to take shots very frequently. But at a certain point, you just like the body hardening was so integral to me from my karate that I insisted every single time this turns into armor. At when I was 10 years old, my sensei, the Green Power Ranger, he had us walk on each other's stomachs to like teach us bracing. So I've been doing it for the vast majority of my life. Andrew Tate's a sad little boy. He is. Well, he's a big boy, but he's not a mature boy. Could you beat Bruce Lee? In his prime, no. Now, yes. Unless the lich that reanimates him is, maybe like level 20, then I'm not really sure that I could do it. Just the buffs are going to be too good, and he's going to have like anti-heal. So probably 8 sand in the sand. Bro has nothing on Kyle. Hell yeah, except money. JDF was the best Power Ranger. Yeah, that's why they made him they gave him like 3 different suits or whatever. He did the green, the white, and then he was going to like dragon something or other. I know he was filming or doing like the prep work for a like White Ranger movie, but you know, I remember doing and getting stomach walks when I wrestled. It's a valuable skill. Because all it takes is one to knock the fucking wind out of you, or in my case, the acid up into the back of your throat. It just takes one, and it doesn't have to be strong. You just have to be weak for it to happen. That was a sad day when he died. Yes, it was. I love how I have no info on MMA or UFC or karate or anything. I'm just here. That's good. I have a broad range of interest and experience, and I can't do martial arts every day, and I don't. Sometimes I do the ballet. Sometimes I do the workouts. Sometimes I dress up like Andrew Tate. I always take my shirt off. You look awesome and in great shape. Thank you, Stephen. I like to feel that way. Today I did. I didn't film it because I needed to just get it done. Um, in between some other things. Otherwise, I would have streamed it for you. But I don't know. Would you guys watch them if I just filmed other workouts and stuff like in long form? Would you guys watch that? I don't know. I think most people want to talk to me, but anyway, I did recumbent bike and the battle ropes. The double fisting machine, I like to call it. Did that in sort of rounds, and then I did a bunch of multi-dimensional pushing on the rings and pulling, from different angles. Core, low back, legs. I did some endurance. I'm trying to work my hips a little bit more. I think it's like if I give myself a little bit more of an ass, it'll help my back health because that musculature will take over the strain versus some of it bleeding into the low back. You know what I mean? Could you take Mike Tyson? Now he's in a wheelchair now. Like the if you listen to the number of punches you hear, I take this shit off. If you listen to the number of punches you hear versus how many he lands, it's like a 4-to-1 ratio. It's so funny. I love it. No shade. It's awesome. Love to see you work out. Okay. Interesting. I always thought about doing some ballet or type of dance, but of course, being a teen with no experience, I'm too insecure for any of that. Here's the thing, though. Um, this isn't for everybody, and I'm very bold, and I've been confident and unafraid of embarrassment for a long time. But what I can tell you is that in my experience, it's better to just get it over with. Because once you cross that threshold, you unlock so many things. Because here's the thing. Earlier, I talked about how everything's super important when you're young, right? Exactly. As you get older with experience, you realize a lot of that bullshit doesn't matter. Like what people call me all sorts of things here. People say I'm not lean, they say I'm small. It literally does not matter. And that is how you should treat 99% of the people you encounter. Especially if you don't talk to them or see them, fuck them, right? Here's the other thing. I say this frequently. I don't know if you've been on stream when I've said it, but people will say, "Oh, you're a ballet dancer. That's gay." Uh, there was a like 100-to-1 ratio of women to men. Everyone was in shape and in tights, leotards. Your job as the man is to lift them up, hold them, show them how strong you are. They get very impressed by it. And when they see that you're comfortable with yourself enough to do it without shame, they love it. Okay? I mean, everyone loves it, but everyone assumes it's gay to be in ballet, but not always. Okay? So the sooner and the harder you hit it, ballet's a big one because you got to wear like sometimes you wear tights, sometimes you don't. You got to wear a dance belt. Look it up. Don't worry about it. But it's like you hit a lot of these things in one big go, and you get stronger doing it. You get more graceful, more flexible, more athletic. The reason I could come back to martial arts in my 30s, well, I did it throughout my 20s and 30s, but coming back as an adult, I took the physical skills that dance gave me, and it 100% translated over. Not all of karate and not a lot of it translates over to dance, but all of dance, in my experience, translates to athletic because dance is just using the body at all angles with all kinds of momentum, so it's like it's the superpowers that you would get from doing this, and it's extra exercise. The superpowers you would get, and you would have like a posse of women or girls or what that would like think you were super fucking cool. And guess what? They talk about that shit. Okay. So that's going to spread. So my advice, and again, you do what you need to, but my advice is be bold. Okay. Anyone can be invisible, duck under the radar. Okay. Not everyone has the courage to do these things. And it sounds like you do. So if it's something you want to do, you do not let anyone's thoughts get in your way. Who gives a shit what they're thinking? Because a lot of them are gonna forget about you. It doesn't matter. Kyle, do a triple X after hours stream. I've gotten that request before. I wanted to do martial arts when I was like 8. My parents said no. It can be expensive. And some people think it's dangerous, they don't want to see their kids bleed. You look like a gay tomato in a good way. Like I'm juicy and full of seeds. Okay, I'm sorry. The wrist strap is still on your left wrist, buddy. I am Mr. Cloud. Hey, Top G. Hey, Tim. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Am I behind in chat again? I went on a little tangent. Vasily Lomachenko, the boxer, his dad made him take dance classes to improve his boxing. You can tell he improved so much when he came back. Exactly. How many athletes, bodybuilders, and other people have to like say no seriously? NFL players, nothing wrong with being gay. Hello, Stephen. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Ballet sounds a lot scarier because I'm a girl. Okay. If I was a guy, I'd have no problem being seen as gay. I wouldn't care. It's just the body expectations, how people act to girls in ballet. I'm sorry, Ola. What I said is a little different then. How men touching men is gay as hell. Well, you remind me of Ariel Helwani. You need to start doing like motivational speeches on your channel. You think so? I don't know that people would watch it. But I don't know what like here's the thing, I don't know what to talk about. See, when we're talking about this, I know what I'm addressing, right? But like just I don't know, random one seems like I don't know. I don't want to come off as like presumptuous, even though I do. I do. The last airbender, the the largest airbender. Wink. Hey daddy, hello salty tostito. If only you were here in the pool with me. You took me with you. All right. That's nice. Jonathan, Andre Tate counter still going? That's right. Andrew Tate, remember me? We've gotten 3. Maker, 9999. It's over 9,000. Kyle, you remind me of Nick, who from the First Things First Sports? Will you be my master from here on out? It depends on what we're talking about, because like to a certain degree, I can be a good motivational speaker, but I'm not good at like making people do a lot of things. Whoop. I believe very much in individual drive, and if you want it, that you got to want it. Okay, good. That 2 was terrible. Yeah, that's a good backwards 5, but for you, it's not. You could jump off the diving board and swim to me. Ooh, I think I'd go under the water. You already know. You already know. You know what would be fucking dope but a nightmare to maintain would be an indoor transition outdoor pool where you got to go under and pop up outside. But I mean, it would be crazy to maintain. Well, you just made me like and sub, so you're good at something. Thank you, Jonathan. And I have many things to offer, so I have a little bit of something for everybody. I think. Kyle, did you have to fight 2 black belts at the same time in order to get your black belt? Yes, I did. Yeah. You spoiler alert, you don't win. That's fair. What are your macros to stay in shape? I don't track. I I was a bodybuilder for many years. I was a power lifter for many years, plus all the other stuff. So I have been doing protein shakes, supplements since I was like 15 years old. Um, and I got good genetics, blah blah blah. So part of it is I have good genetics. I have a very good metabolism. I think also part of it is I'm very stressed, very frequently. So yeah, I'm sure that burns some calories. Um, but mostly I eat very clean. I don't really, but I did it gradually, right? Like I've eaten a ton of sugar before. I just am not the kind of person that gains weight easily. So for me, bulking was very difficult. So at a certain point, I have it a lot easier than the average person. I also don't have a high food drive. Um, I eat until I'm full, and then that's it. You know, and I have gotten to the point now where I've phased out a lot of sweets and replaced it with things like fruit, berries, fruit leather. Sometimes you can just compress a bunch of that stuff and it becomes like candy-ish, but it's like it's got the vitamins, the fiber. So you just slow like if any change in your diet, unless you're doing like keto. Sometimes that's cool and you can use the momentum of like how the novelty of it to like propel you through the extreme shock of switching so much. But the more you switch, the more likely it is that you'll hit a resistance level that makes you want to quit. So my suggestion personally, unless you need to like lose weight now for health reasons, um, which you're young, so you don't. Do it very slowly. Slowly replace things, right? And you can do that with exercise. You can do that with all sorts of stuff. Slowly replace them. And every 3 weeks, I think, is when your taste buds and your habits start to shift over. So like sleep cycles will do that too. So if you just stick to something for like 3 or 4 weeks, you will almost certainly just become adapted to it and it will just feel normal. It won't be this whole thing. You know what I mean? And you just slowly frog in a stew pot, slowly turn the temperature up until you're well done. You can be a stay at home for me. Mm. Oh, it's gonna be one hell of a job application, I think. My parents straight told me I had to eat less protein because it was like a sudden thing. My digestive system hates me. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that can be hard to adapt to. Um, you don't if you add like 20 grams a day consistently, then you can just add like 5 grams to that 20, that's 25, So you can again slowly work your way into it. Or every other day, you could do that too, where it's like on workout days, you do the protein shake. And then on rest days, you just eat normal food with like the regular amount of protein. I would recommend keeping your protein high on rest days because that's when you rebuild and when you see things change. So giving yourself nutrients and the proper rest and everything when you're building, I think is critical, more so than right after your workout or something like that. Doing the protein shake immediately after workout, it's a myth. Unless you're starving, it really doesn't matter. You can do it later. Mario says bottom G. Do you do creatine monohydrate or are you natural? That's funny, Chops. I have done creatine in the past, but holding water doesn't feel very good for me. I like to be very like dry and lean. I just feel the best when I'm pretty lean. So just that amount of water, like the swelling, it doesn't feel good. I get very bloated on it. So I've done it during bulking cycles, but I've cut down, if anything, on the number of supplements to a very slim minimum, covering like 80% and leaving the last 20% of min maxing. I don't really do that anymore. Moxie, quadruple threes. Nice. Hey Kyle, I absolutely had to sub after seeing your Andrew Tate impression. Please keep making me smile. That is the whole point of this. Okay? It's to have a good time. It's Friday night. All right? Kyle, why are you so stressed? I'm heavily overworked. The job I have is in the software sector. So it you know, I'm a mover and a shaker. And it's just a lot of I'm on very like important stuff. So the heavy is the burden. Surprised you still have a back with how much physical activities you have done. Yeah, Jay, seriously. Like, and that's what my doctors say. It's like any one of the things I've done would be enough to potentially hurt someone's back. But I also have slight scoliosis, which has gotten worse over like during my years of lifting and stuff. Um, so it's like I will permanently have back issues. Like it's not something they can just like do a surgery for and fix. It's like because it's like a permanent structural thing. I'm just kind of, a little cobbled together. And a clenched up ass like Andrew Tate. It's pretty loose right now, but I'm pretty good at clenching it. How do you like work on your food drive? Mine's horrible. I often just straight up don't eat, which comes from past issues, but I'll find that I'll be 5 p.m. with nothing. Yeah, that's where you have to like getting into dinner is a great time because I'm starving. Yeah, but that's also like again, if you're having digestive stuff, that's part of it, right? If you're super empty, you're gonna have a lot of acid, which is going to like it again, just not having stuff, maybe not even water, is like gonna affect your pH literally. So there's that, but it's just harder on your system. And if you get in the habit of scheduling it, It's weird at first, and you can start small. Make yourself one egg and have a banana in the morning. That's a breakfast. And you start with that, you schedule it out, and you do it like a job, just like you schedule the fitness, right? I want to do this many workouts a week. The eating is part of it. So if you need to do a schedule, here's the thing. You won't necessarily have to do that schedule forever, right? You can do this and teach yourself how to do it and force your body, your nervous system, your all of your systems to shift over. Humans are meant to be lazy because it's efficient with your energy. Okay. So your body is going to tell you, don't do it. It's going, but pushing through that and continuing is exactly when you make the breakthrough. It's exactly when it feels the hardest. When you feel like that, like literally in your head, it's like, why can't I? It's because your literal neurons are stretching, trying to find each other to make the connection that makes it work, that does the new path. Okay. It is literal, it is physical. You have to physically push through. And again, scale the pushing through up, right? You don't want to and like blow your blood vessels in your eyes trying to force yourself through the crazy. So just if you can get good, that's the skill, is pushing through just a little bit longer when it gets really fucking tough and it's like that is when you're the closest. Okay. So once you do that, nothing becomes difficult again because you know when you start hitting that point of high resistance, you know exactly I'm onto some good shit. It's like in a video game. Okay. When if you just wander around and there's nothing going on, you know it's not an important place. But if you see a bunch of bad guys and like a bunch of ammo and health packs, you know shit's about to go down and you're about to get a very big reward. Okay? It's exactly like that. Okay? So if you got to think of it like a video game, like an RPG, do it. Okay? I part some of my powerlifting workouts were like, I'm trying to be like Batman today. And that helped me get through. It doesn't matter. Okay. Whatever you tell yourself that inspires you for that, even if it's stupid, you just got to do the one rep. And every rep you do, the next one's easier in your brain. It might not feel like it at first. It is happening. Kyle, does your mom know you're gay? Mom doesn't know many things about me. Still smell like big food dick? What about cardio? I do like the recumbent bike and the battle ropes, but a lot of my cardio was fighting, and I can't be too like bouncy and explosive anymore because it's just a lot of strain on the spine that I have to balance. Right, I only get so much strength per day that I can effectively use before my back starts to get tweaky. So I have to use it very wisely. Your cellmate's going to be called Chocolate Thunder. Oh, I'm not going to prison. I'm not going back. My uncle did this diet where he'd only eat fruit for breakfast, vegetables for lunch, and then eat whatever he wanted for dinner. And I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. He's in good shape. Yeah, that's definitely a way to do it. I mean, as long as you're getting enough calories to fuel yourself, and the recovery. If you're working out too and you want to build muscle, you do need enough to build while you're uncovering the sculpture. Chocolate Thunder's going to tell you he's got double life. Well, let's see if my application gets a call back for an interview or not. Damn. All right, shit. How are you this damn sexy? Va va voom. I don't know. I know part of it's the confidence, part of it's the body. Um, but part of it is just your tastes. I'm not for everybody. Not everyone thinks I'm cute or hot or interesting or nice. Charles says I've been poisoned a few times and went a few years without eating. Now I just force myself to eat. Yeah, and I had to do that too. Like when I wanted to build muscle, I or not when I do, like, if I wanted to do it now, I have to force myself to eat more than I want to. I don't like it. I force fed really hard. I did 2 super hard bulks where I gained, like, almost 100 pounds. Um, Super aggressive because it's the only way that I can get that big. Um, I just burn. I'll lose 5 pounds overnight. So I have to maintain. I'm a little engine that goes. You're absolutely correct, sir. Thank you, Grey Ghost. Kyle's a big brain. It's a big brain move. Where's your chin, bro? I retracted it. Mustard teeth. Everyone spam mustard teeth in the chat. Chocolate Thunder is going to push through. Okay. Well, here's the thing. All of my musculature is heavily trained. All of it. I'm thorough. It sounds like you're teaching me how to give birth right now. Well, a lot of life lessons carry over. Mustard teeth, fake ass Andrew Tate. He would know he was giving birth numerous times. He's a woman of nature. I've never been called a woman of nature before, but yeah, a feminine force of nature, maybe. What number was just up there? I can't remember. Is it 5? Whatever, doesn't matter. Um, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. That's the thing. The people that care, I don't need them. That's fine. Doesn't matter to me. I'm fucking Kyle. Bottom G. Bottom G. The last Shaolin. Calories are so stupid to me because it's so hard to find the right amount. Last about 2 months on like 1,500 before I drove myself crazy and dropped to 600 for like 5 months on and off. Oh, that is not enough. That is so low. I'm glad you're not doing it anymore. That's huge. This is warm too. I'm glad you're off of that because that's dangerous. You especially as a young woman, you you like if you don't have the right number of nutrients, right? If you don't have enough fats in your diet, that can cause issues that are specific to women. So you know it's just something you have to be a little more careful. Again, like everything in life, it's just a little bit hard. Well, not a little bit, it's a lot harder for you. I don't know if that's motivational, but oh, someone was talking about ballet earlier too, as a girl, right? That's you. Um, yeah. Even as a man, I was told to stop lifting weights. I was told to stop being bulky. To like, they wanted me to lose muscle mass, which I did. But even when I was like 130, they were like, your arms are kind of big. I'm like, you know. So that's the thing. If you're not at that place yet where you can take people being very granular, and maybe not all places are like this, right? It's getting better and better with time, but there is definitely an element, especially if you get an old school teacher, they will harp on your body in ways that are not fair and that are not good for you athletically either. Ballet dancers get injured and they can't dance beyond the age of 30 very often because they're so thin that their bodies fall apart faster. And if they were allowed to have a little more weight on them, they'd be more powerful, more more graceful. They would last longer, and their knees wouldn't be shot to hell, when they're 35. His chin fell out along with his baby teeth. The tooth fairy gave her 2 cents and said, "You won't grow an adult chin, unfortunately. It's okay. Do some flexing." Okay, I gotta hop off stream soon, so I will flex before we go for sure. You're definitely funny, and you have very thick skin, which is an admirable trait if you're going to do YouTube lives. I think it's necessary, honestly.
Like, even I mean, you get comments with the pre-recorded videos plenty, but you get not as many people see it. It's you have time to react to it, you can just block or whatever. You can set a lot of auto filters that way too. I don't. But, that's the thing. I've just learned it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People aren't gonna like me. That's okay. There are plenty of people that will. What is happening in some of these messages? I can't understand the context. Some of them are a little inappropriate. Favorite Mortal Kombat character? Oh man. Oh man. Um, the guy that steals souls, Shao Kahn, is that him? I like him a lot. I also like Reptile. Very cool. Respect says you are confident, charming, and smart and outgoing, and also you're very handsome. So all the boxes are checking. Well, I like to hear that. Thank you. What is that? Hot dog. Show hot dog pic. He's a champion glizzy eater. That's funny. I got my car sideswiped an hour ago. Tenzin, hit and run situation. I'm sorry. I was gonna make a joke about you airbending him away, but I guess I kind of technically just did. Tenzin, did you get it on video? Yes. It's a yellow cab in New York City. Got a cam in it. Oh man. So you got him. I hope you're. Are you okay? Beautiful. Hope they catch up with them soon. I feel like I've invaded the live with my little comments because I bring up such serious things. Ola, listen. Oh, I can't keep bending my wrist. I'm too limp wristed for my bone spurs. Um, here's the thing, Hola Soy. Um, don't worry about it. I'm I'm still Sensei Kyle, which maybe you were never here for, but this is all part of it. And I've seen that's the other thing too. I had probably 200 students ish your age. God damn it! I had like 200 students ish your age at a time, and I've taught others in dance and stuff. You see the same things over and over. So life is in many ways very complicated, but in terms of the social dynamics of stuff and how much people's opinions matter, it's going to matter more later, maybe when you're older, when you need like jobs from people, their opinions matter. But um, you have your life to live. The more years you give to everyone else, how they want you to live, how they think you should do things, is 1 year that you don't have, and 1 year that you will really, really want back when you're older. Okay. So the sooner, I'm just telling you, it's every, you got to your journey is your own, your timing is your own. Don't force anything. But the sooner you start living the way you know is true to yourself, and the way that it's like, I know I'm supposed to live this way. And I know, people waste decades waiting around for it to fall into place or for that confidence to take that step to magically appear one day. But the more you practice putting it off, the easier it gets and the harder it is to get out of that mental moat. You have dug in your brain. You've literally made that path the strongest. So it goes there first. Your brain goes there first because you've told it to. So it takes practice. Confidence takes practice. Okay. Um, being comfortable with yourself takes practice. Okay. And you're going to mess up and you're going to fail, and it's fine. Everyone does. Not everyone makes it all the way. Okay. But you can. You have plenty of time, and the sooner you do the things you know you need to do for yourself,
And the less you care about people's opinions or how much they'll judge you, it doesn't leave them in the dust. Only paint scratch. Okay, well, fuck them. Get your money from them, you know? Hope you find your car, man. You look like a gay tomato in a good way. You don't have to shout. It's okay. It don't mean nothing. It ain't nothing but a thing. That's right. I drive the yellow cab. I got hit by a random black car. Oh. Do you own the cab? You better hope you're not in Berkeley. Baraka. Just subscribe, you silly savage. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Amen. Thank you, Grey Ghost. Master Murr. Matt Acoustic. How are you? How's your Friday or Saturday? I can't remember which time zones everyone's in. Okay. Is Murr even on? This is the one, I can't remember who asked it earlier, which is the one I think is the most accurate. I think Murr is probably the most accurate. But I'm not everyone else. So thank you for all the advice, Kyle / Andrew Tate / Adam Driver / Tommy Pickles / man who appears in my YouTube live. Well, you're very welcome. And the advice is always free. Okay? So you ask away. Don't worry. This is a great place to practice. Don't worry about asking questions. Don't worry about how they sound. Don't worry about interrupting the live. No one else asks for permission to interrupt the live with, you know, oh, your mom's basement or whatever. You know, like they don't ask for permission. Where do they get the confidence to do that? Nowhere. They don't have the right to do it, and they still do it. So if they give themselves permission, give yourself permission. Give yourself double permission because they haven't earned it and you have. Okay? No problem. I don't own it. All right. I'm cool with the manager. I don't have to report it since it was so minor. Dude, nice. Because I know probably with the fucking insurance and everything, they're a nightmare, I'm sure. God, it's getting warm. I'm hoping for a thumbs or down, up or down. Maybe I'll get that tonight. Maybe I got to run and do some work here pretty soon, but I will. I'm interested in the contents of that. Friday night, saw a fantastic show tonight. Solo artist, singer songwriter, dude. Nice. Bye bye, Mr. Martial Arts man. Bye bye, Ola. Get your rest. Get your workout in. Okay. You'll if you just stay consistent and try, make small attempts, you'll get there. You know what I mean? Thumbs up or down. I got you. Okay, everyone. We'll do a little flex, and then I gotta tend to some things. The hustle never ends. You know. God, I just blinded myself. Fuck. Maybe I'll get a good night later. Maybe. I do sometimes fall asleep in my bed, so I want to make sure that I have time to look through everything. You know what I mean? Because it's not something I take lightly. So I want to make sure I got some time to maybe do my response or you know what I mean? Think of some choreography maybe. I don't know. I haven't read it, so we'll see. See, this angle isn't the best for getting that. There we go. That top of the tricep line. Oh, shit. There it is. Nope. Hold on. Fuck. Oh, yeah. That'll be good still. Okay. A little bicep. Over there. So you can see my overdeveloped brachialis in between. Okay.
I'll give you a little treat. Okay. One Punch Man posing. Do a deep rinse. I should probably sell those, don't you think? Okay, let's do a little chest feather. See, I worked out today, so doing a little bit of stimulation, get a little blood flow, is a good idea. Do you see? See, the real kickers are the see that line is the pec. That's the cleavage. That's where the pec literally attaches to my sternum. Okay, that line. It looks dark because of the hair, but that's a ridge. Okay, so I have a sort of a Tatooine, womp rat kind of tunnel right here between the muscles. It's a short, sweet, and simple, just as an opener. The questions asked after will be replied in detail. Take time to read. I see. Okay. All right. Shoot. Shoot. Can't wait. What does that mean, Fallen Rose? Triceps, biceps, pecs are freaking awesome. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. LOL. You need a boxing belt replica. I got a bunch of black belts. More than anyone's got balls. So there's a the lighting isn't great for the the full V taper. So I'm doing the legs. You can't even see them. I don't have great thighs. They're not too meaty. But again, most of the muscle is right here in the hips. So I have a meaty hip, which gives me a very nice. Well, don't worry about it. But we got this. The calves are the highlight of the legs for sure. You know, these things are pretty decent. You can see that big ass blade that comes off the right side or the outside. We got decent gastroc here, low slung soleus, which is that athletic muscle. Okay, that is that bent knee drive muscle. And I got that in spades. And that's what that is. That is fucking soleus. All right. See, the gastroc is right on top. It's very small. This is it right here. Right. The inside one's pretty big. Outside one's kind of small. All right. It's right on top. All of this is soleus for the bodybuilders in the crowd. And then we got a little bit of glute. It looks a lot better, with everything together, but that's not for tonight's video. Jason Statham is taking notes. Trim your freaking chest and you would look more defined. Yeah, but then I'd lose some of that animal magnetism. Yes. Kelly says it's gross. Well, I don't care. All right. I got to run. It's been very fun. Okay. I will be streaming, I think, tomorrow night. We'll do a little party. Probably very similar. I might do some flexing, I might do a stretching stream. We'll see. I've got some stuff I got to do tomorrow too. So very busy weekend. So respect. You'll hear from me. But just know that I'm working my ass off and I'm running around all over the place. So, all right. I love you. I already miss you, and I will see some of you, a few of you, tomorrow night. Get naked, LOL. But then I couldn't stream anymore. I hope so. Mwah.